What's good? What's good, guys? We are back. We are approaching 800 already with about 5 minutes till. Let's do a different one. So really quick, copy and paste that link. Copy and paste that link. If we get the chat box open one more time, speaking things into existence. Let's see what you're with belief. Remember, with belief, you want to shoot your goals high, but you got to attach the emotion and belief with it. With belief, what is your 2020, right, monthly income goal? By December, I want you to write in the chat box what in December, your peak of your business, your financial situation. What is your goal monthly? What is your goal monthly, right? 50K a month, 20K a month. I see big goals. I see big goals. With big goals, check this out. With big goals comes big decisions. With big goals comes with massive action, right? So I see some big numbers, right? So I'm not saying you're not going to get there. I'm just letting you know, right? Because people want the cake, right? And life, the universe, right, gives them all the recipe, all the ingredients, and they're like, damn, I gotta work for this. I gotta throw the recipe together, right? So dream big, have, and not just dream, but visualize it big, right? Have those big goals, right? But understand you have to have the belief with it, right? 100K, 25K a month, 15K a month, right? 50K a month. Let's see. Right, so we got some big goals. So I'm super excited to help you to get your goals, guys. You know, before I'm not going to get started right yet, but you know, without throwing exact numbers out there, you know, I have 3 times my income, you know, in the last six months since like November-ish, give or take. So, you know, I'm excited to share this with you because I firsthand have experienced it, right? Just like with trading, just like with building, right? I've gone through the things to get me to the next level, right? And it's simple stuff, right? What the legend Brian talked about last night, right? It's so simple to create a vision board, but why don't you? It's so simple, right, to create a life script, but why don't you? To write your goal down 3 times a day, right? Have a gratitude list of 10 people, but people don't do it, right? With that being said, is repetition. Repetition is the mastery of success, is the mother of success. So that being said, guys, we got right under 900. It's going to hit that in about 10 seconds. But right now, where everybody's calling in from, let's get some energy. Energy is everything, guys. I thrive on energy. I need energy. If you want this call to go crazy, if you want the most value, I need the chat box to go crazy, right? Well, we feed off of you. Right? You give us low energy, you're gonna get low value, right? There we go. Brian, my man, they're asking for it, so we got about 10 minutes, right? We gotta let Bobby P know. Right? We gotta get the energy up for him, right? I remember in November I was at the Matrix and he stopped halfway through one of his I don't know, not a presentation, but I'm thinking network marketing, but half of his training. And he kind of checked us in the crowd. He's like, are you guys taking notes? Lack of better words. But you got to match it, right? You got to respect Brian's time. Respect, like, you know, throw me out the window, right? And respect Brian's time. Respect Bobby P's time, right? So, guys, you have the link right there. Blast that out. Show love, right? Brian and Bob did not have to do this, but they're here for us, here for you. Right, I've had a taste of, you know, a big portion of taste of success, and the secret of living is giving. I'll just be straight up with you. The secret of living is giving. You hear karma, you know, you do to others, you know, that you want to be done to, and really, you know, Jim Rohn said it best, guys. Right, to be of great wealth is to be of great service. Serve others, help others. So go out, take that link, guys. Take that link out. Go serve someone. Say, hey, I don't know what you're doing right now, but hop on this call. It'll blow your mind, right? I remember I remember reading Think and Grow Rich, The Science of Getting Rich, you know, Kevin Trudeau. Like, I could go on and on. Like, my mind was, like, I open up Pandora's box. I open up, like I have the cheat code of life. I was playing checkers and now I'm playing chess. I can move more than one spot. My rook can go more than one spot. My horse can jump 2 spots up, right? That's what we're teaching you. That's what we're teaching you. That's why I'm so excited. That's why I'm yelling, and my neighbors in my condo or whatever think I'm probably crazy. Like, what is this dude on some kind of drug? I'm on the drug of law of attraction. I'm on the drug of vibration, frequency, better than any drug, guys. So with that being said, we're going to get it popping. We're going to get it, we're going to start in 5 minutes. Like I said, 5 minutes on the dot, right? We got to respect Brian and Bob's time. So guys, take that link, blast it out, and we're going to get rolling. We're right we're at about 1,200 people, right? Let's push it to 2,000. Let's push it to 2,000 at least. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and get rolling in 6 minutes. 6 minutes. What's good, guys? We got 3 minutes. We are right there. We're at 1,700. 1,700 are calling in from everywhere, from United States to Latin America to South America to Europe to Australia. I saw finally, right, to Africa. We are everywhere. That's the beauty of these principles, right? These principles apply to everything. Just like law of gravity, right? I drop something, right? It falls, right? You implement these spiritual laws, you're going to have success one way or another, right? The key is the awareness of it, which we're about to make you guys aware, right? Show you what is possible, right? Like I said, you're open up. I really thought, I had it made when I was running a gym for a living, right? Making 6 figures a year. 6 figures a year. I was not aware to my conscious or subconscious that I could make 6 figures a month, right? And now I'm like, oh, dang, I can make 7 figures a month, right? It's all about the awareness. People didn't know about Forex until there was Forex. People didn't know about network marketing because what you don't know is what you don't know. So that being said, we got about 2 minutes. We got 120 seconds. One more time, guys. Practice the power of promotion. Just like you're practicing trading, right? Practicing anything. Master it, right? Master it, right? So take 2 things out of this call. 2 things out of this call. All I'm going to do is ask you to do 2 things. One is take notes. Money makers are note takers. Money makers are note takers. So we're going to get started in about 100 seconds now, right? So with that being said, money makers are note takers. We're asking you 2 things, right? 2 things right here. Number 1, right? Number 1 is take notes. Guys, you're only going to remember 10% of this, 10%. That's why the repetition is so important. That's why it's important to take notes. When you write it down, your subconscious is going to it's going to be like a sponge. Don't type it out on the computer. Don't type it out, on your phone. Challenge you to write it down. Go old school for a second, right? Go old school for a second, right? And number 2, blast it out one more time. Blast it every chat. Guys, I'm pumped. I'm excited because this can change the whole trajectory of your life. It's going to help relationships. It's going to help building, network marketing. It's going to help you in real estate, e-commerce, whatever venture, whatever occupation you have, it's going to 10x it, right? And it all starts with this foundation. Whoa, damn, we got 2,100 on here. 2,100 on a Thursday night. Guys, you could be anywhere, right? But here. Right, you could be on Netflix. Guys, you did the hardest parts. We're kicking it off right now, right? I was going to play some music, but as you can tell, I'm pumped up. I'm excited. We're about to throw it down, guys. With that being said, we got to be respectful of everybody's time. A quick little introduction for you guys that don't know. My name is Luke Long. I've been trading for about 3.5 years, but this call is not about me, right? This call is not about me. This call is about you. This call is about you and helping you get to the next level. With that being said, 6 months ago, I got introduced. I was grateful, blessed to be introduced to this gentleman, right? And a quick little backstory, I don't know, whatever month it was. I went to a private dinner with Bob, and I sat at this table, about a table or so over from Bob, and I heard this gentleman start speaking. I'm like, he has what I want. And if you know anything about, what we're talking about, if you know that, when your vibration is on a certain level, you're going to attract certain people, situations, circumstances into your life. So by law, he attracted me, we attracted each other to do this, right? It's crazy how life works out. And with that being said, right, we started to talk, we started to network, communicate, and we started masterminding. I was like, my goal is helping the masses. Your goal is helping the masses. How can we help the masses? Right? And it's through masterminds like this that a solution right here, the value, the impact was created. So that being said, right, Brian is an individual that has a passion for helping people. He has the results, and that's one of the most important things. He has the results. Multiple 8-figure earner, started, X tens, right, businesses. Not only that, CEO, right? CEO has the experience and the results. And the beauty of it is he's so humble. How can he serve you? He asked me, how can I serve you? How can I serve your audience? How can I serve your people? And that's what it's all about, is giving and serving. So that being said, I'm going to step out of the greatness. I got to get out of the way. This is not about me, right? So with that being said, Brian, thank you so much, first off. Thank you on the 2,300 behalf. And thank you for organizing to get Bob on this call here in a few as well. So stay tuned. About halfway through, Bob's going to take over. And Brian, I'm going to let you take over. Thank you once again. And let's get it.
Hey, brother. Can you hear me okay?
We are good. You are clear.
Awesome. I dig it. So the first thing I want to do is I want to play you in a game of chess because that thing's not called a horse. That's a night, brother. So thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. This is the third night. It's going to be value packed, guys. We're going to go deep. We're going to go really deep into mastering the art of sales and high ticket sales. And whether you're in network marketing, whether you're in real estate, whether you're in commercial sales, whatever you're in, you got to know how to sell. You got to know how to persuade people to your vision. Now, that being said, guys, you always want to sell something you believe in. And most of you guys here, you're in IML and you have something that the world needs right now. I promise you that the world is starving for a home-based income. So we know we got that one checked off. We know we got all of it checked off, guys. And I'm going to give you some value here. So we're going to dig right into it. I want to respect your time as well. Your time is equally as valuable as mine. All right, guys. So what we're talking about here is me and Bobby B coming live here, talking about the science of wealth building. We did a 3-day event, right? 3-day event. We started off with goals on Tuesday. We did paradigms yesterday. And today we're going to master the art of sales. All right. So it's all about mastering the art of sales, guys. And that's what today's going to be about. And I love sales. You got to fall in love with selling. If you're in network marketing, if you're in real estate, you have to love sales, right? Sales is something we do for somebody. It's not something we do to them. I'm going to say that again. Sales is something you do for somebody, not to them. And when you believe in your heart of hearts that you have something that'll help people, then you should absolutely sell them. And guys, full transparency, I am absolutely trying to sell you all week, all the time, every day, all day, right? Because I know what I have in my heart is what you guys need. It's what I needed. I went 43 years stuck, right? And nobody sold me on the idea of learning about the science of achievement. I wish somebody had, but it is what it is, guys, right? So what I want to show you here is something we call the path to agreement. Now, this is going to be a little crash course. For those of you who decide to join us after this, we're going to do a deep dive. We're going to do a week-long deep dive into something called the path to agreement. Right, so take a look at this. We've been studying for 2 days now together. You guys know about the conscious, the subconscious, and the body, and you know what's going on there, right? So a sale is something that happens on 3 planes. I want you to think about this. Most people are selling with their words. But inside, they're like, oh, man, I need this sale. Like, I need you to do this. What if he doesn't do it? What if he thinks it's a scam? Well, that's the vibration. That's down here. That's the energy going from one human to another. Intuition is your God-given ability to sense vibration. I'm going to say that again. Intuition is your God-given ability to sense vibration. So you can't be thinking, I want to help you in the conscious mind and then feeling I need this sale in the subconscious mind. People can feel it. It's a double binding message, right? So sales happens in 3 planes, in the conscious, the subconscious, and the body, right? I can't be talking to you guys in a low tonality and just saying, hey, man, you should really be here. You should buy what I'm selling. You see what I mean, guys? You need tonalities. You need vibration. You need body language. You need to come at people, right? Now, you don't want to be overbearing and obnoxious, but you want to mirror people, right? And then take it up a couple levels, pull them up to your level. So it's body language, right? It's tonalities. It's what you're saying. But more importantly, and most importantly, guys, it's going to be the vibration you're giving off. And the vibration I'm giving to you, and I'm sure you can feel it, is that I'm here to help you, right? We have so much free content. We have YouTube channels. We have Instagram pages, Facebook pages. You know, we have free private groups. We have podcasts. I mean, we just give out so much free value. And then, of course, we have programs like the Mindset Mastery and higher ticket stuff where people can take a deeper dive. But the point is to give value, right? Give love, give value, help people out, and you won't have to worry about the rest of it. So what we're talking about tonight is called a path to agreement. And this is just a little taste of it. There's a whole week-long course that we're going to go through with you guys for those that are interested. All right, guys, so it's called the path to agreement, right? That's what it is. It's an enrollment flow. Picture yourselves when you're working with somebody, you want them to jump into your network marketing company. Picture a long hallway. Picture a long hallway. All the way at the far end of the hallway, like in the movie The Matrix, there's a door at the end. But all the way down the hallway, there's doors to the left and the right, and they're all open. They're distractions, they're noise, it's chaos, right? What you're doing in a path to agreement is you want to be walking in front of that person and shutting those doors. Like, it's okay, man, I know what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if you don't have the time and it's a short amount of money. Like, I'm going to hold your hand. We're going to do this together. What you're doing is closing those doors and you're leading somebody to a path to agreement, which is the door at the end. All right, guys, so there's an art to selling. There is an art to selling, and there's absolutely an art to the path to agreement. And there's 6 parts to the path to agreement. All right, guys, you can see here, the first thing you got to do is get attention. Grant Cardone says this, you got to get attention. All right, guys. Then you got to get interest. You got to get interest, and you got to build that desire, right? You can't just vomit on somebody. You got to build that desire. What does it mean when they buy whatever it is you have, right? If they buy into working with you in your network marketing company, if they buy into staying at home and learning how to create income, Forex trading, right? Then you got to take action, right? You got to cause them to take action. And then you got to get some results. So you got to prove that you have results. You got to prove you know what you're talking about. The only reason anybody here is showing up tonight is because my results are something you guys desire. And I don't say that to impress you. I'm a lot older than most of you, right? But I say that to impress upon you. You wouldn't be here if I didn't have results. You wouldn't be here if Luke didn't have results. And you certainly wouldn't be here if Bob didn't have results, right? So you got to get the results for people. And the last thing, guys, is service, right? You want to subscribe to the universal law of over-delivering value. I just made that one up. Over-delivering value. Whatever it is you're doing, you want to, if somebody takes one step, I take two, right? You can talk to people in any one of my companies. If somebody takes one step, I take two. And that's what you got to do. You want that impression of increase, guys. So here's the 6 points of selling. So let's talk about attention. All right, let's talk about attention. We get attention by shock, fascination, humor, and statistics. Think about the last couple of days together, right? How many times did I say something that might have shocked you? Like, if you were born as a brand new baby with a terrorism, surrounding, you would have grown up as a terrorist, right? A lot of you are probably like, what the hell? What does that mean, right? That's shock, fascination, statistics, right? Humor. You saw the baby slides, right? What you're doing is getting onto the emotional side. You got to get attention. All right, people have an 8-second attention span. I want you to think about that, 8-second attention span. A lot of noise going on in the world, right? It's all about the client or the prospect. It's all about you guys, all right? You got to make it all about them. It's not about me. And that's why I'm not embarrassed. I don't have any ego here. It's all about you guys. I don't care if I stutter, if I spit up. It doesn't really matter because I'm not concerned about what I look like or what I'm saying here, right? It's all about you guys. All right, and it's all about radical transparency. That's what I told you guys. I'm absolutely trying to sell you. Right? Everybody here has mental cancer, and I have the cure. I had mental cancer before I started working with Bob. Right now, how hard would you push somebody if they had mental cancer and you knew you had the cure, but they didn't know? Think about that. Somebody in your family has the COVID-19 virus, but you have the cure, but they don't think you have the cure. Right? Weren't you waiting tables yesterday? What do you mean you're a Forex trader? Weren't you a nurse yesterday? What do you mean you're a Forex trader? Right? How hard would you push? To cure somebody of their disease, to help them out with their home-based income? You got to have radical transparency, guys. All right. Now I saw the chat here. A lot of you guys were saying 25K a month, right? 25K a month. A lot of you were saying 50K a month. We're going to test this in a minute, right? Some of you were saying 100K a month, right? Think about that. Chairman 100. And even some of you, I saw this in the chat. I saw Chairman 500 in there, right? Think about that. Think about that. Chairman 500, 100K a week. Well, that's about Chairman 500, right, guys? So really think about this, right? Because here comes the statistic. In 85 years, Bob has never seen anyone achieve high levels of success without a mentor and a proven system. Think about that. In 85 years, Bob has never seen anyone achieve a high level of success without a mentor and a proven system. Let that one sink in. Right? Not this guy. He needed mentors. He still does, right? Not these guys either, right? They all needed mentors. Alex still has Bob, right? I have Bob. Grant has mentors. Everybody has mentors. Nobody gets to high levels of success without following a proven system and mentors. All right, guys? Think about that. I don't, right? Not me either. I have mentors. Sometimes these mentors, right, are deceased. Bob is studying with Thomas Troward. He's been deceased for years, but Bob is very good in tapping into the infinite, right? Not this guy either. Warren Buffett himself never would have succeeded without the mentorship of Benjamin Graham. He says it publicly, right? Think about that. So guys, we all need mentors. Even Jesus Christ himself had a mentor, has a mentor, right? That's what God is. So we all need mentors. We all need mentors, guys. And that's the deal. So you can see here working with Bob that I've had a mentor for I've been working with Bob for I think 6 or 7 years. Now before that, my results were pretty flat, right? I was in my early 40s. I was an architect. I was a builder, mechanical engineer. I was barely cracking 100,000 a year. Think about that. Barely cracking 100,000 a year. And it wasn't until I got a mentor and invested in myself that I was able to just create all these businesses, right? So Bob and I can help mentor you in a proven system over 6 months that will guarantee to move you towards Chairman 100, right? This is not a Tony Robbins course, nothing against Tony. We're talking about the science behind how the world's wealthiest people think and act and operate. It's been proven over and over and over again, right? So we can mentor you through this. And again, guys, right? Here you are, right? At that current level of income. But this is where you want to go, right? So what are you going to do to get there? How committed are you? Guys, type a 1 in the chat if you're committed to getting to where you want. All right, guys, type a 1. There you go, a bunch of 1s. Chairman 25, Chairman 50, Chairman 100, right? Chairman 500. Think about that. Think about that, guys, right? Because ask yourselves one question. Have I just gotten your attention? Right? Type a 7 in the chat if I got your attention. Because that's the deal, right? We want to get people's attention. We want to get them emotionally involved. And that's what I'm doing with you here tonight, guys. I want to show you the path to agreement. I want to show you how to succeed. You know, if you're going to reach out to people with your network marketing business, you want to close 9 out of 10 people, right? Not 1 out of 10. We can show you how to do that. I can show you exactly how to do that. All right, guys. So number 2 is get interest, right? Get interest. Sincere questions. Find out what moves people. I know what moves you guys, right? It's very easy. You're all in. You know, most of you are in IML. Like, I know what you want, right? Find out what people want, not what you want, not my agenda. What is your agenda, right? This is conscious, subconscious, and body. And you want to raise their vibration, right? So when we talked about Chairman 25, what does that feel like? What does Chairman 25 feel like? And it's on the way to Chairman 50, right? What does that feel like when you really hit Chairman 50? What are you doing? Where are you staying? Who are you with, right? Are you hanging out with Alex? Are you hanging out with Luke? Are you hanging out with Bob, right? Chairman 100, right? Chairman 100, think about that. On the way, you're moving, right? You're moving towards that. Where are you vacationing? Where are you speaking? Are you public speaking? Are you in front of thousands of people all over the world, right? And then I want to ask you guys something, right? It's all fun and games, Chairman 25, Chairman 50, Chairman 100. Who's committed? Guys, type a yes in the chat. Who's committed? Seriously, I mean, we don't need you to do this, right? I don't want to make my goals your goals. You know, if you want to get to 10K a month, we can help you do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I want to be ultra clear, guys. This is not about the money. It's about your life and what do you want. All right. There's no judgment here. Don't make my goals your goals or Luke's goals your goals. But whatever it is you want, stop thinking about what you think you can get and let's move you towards who and what you are, which is the bigger picture. All right, guys. So that's what we're here to do with you tonight. You got to build that desire, right? You got to let them know that you can change the life of the client. How does it feel to the client? What does it feel like? What are you guys missing in your lives? What are you missing? And I want to show you how I can help you. This is a path to agreement. See, when somebody knows that you have what they need to get what they want, the rest of it is cake, right? We only have one go. Money's easy, right? But that quality of life is what we're looking for. Guys, I want you to imagine, what does it really feel like? We're talking about 25K a month, right? We're talking about 50K a month. Type in the chat, what does that feel like? It's not about the penthouse. It's about what it feels like with your friends in the penthouse, right? It's not about the Ferrari. It's about with your best buddy and you're shooting down the keys in your Ferrari. It's the feeling. It's the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It's the vibration. Feeling is vibration, guys. Think about that. Like, what does it really feel like? You got to go there, man. You got to see it. You got to breathe it. You got to live it. You got to feel it, right? Imagine. This is what Chairman 500 looks like. Actually, you could do this at Chairman 100. Seriously, maybe even probably Chairman 50. This is not all that big a deal, to be honest with you, right? Chairman 50, this could be you. Picture yourself in this house, man. This is on my vision board. Picture yourself in that boat, right? Don't be shy about it. There's more than enough of everything to go around. There's no shortage of anything, right? There's just a shortage of awareness and a shortage of distribution, right? Put yourself up in the Porsche Towers, right? The one floor underneath, Alex, right? Think about it, guys. Imagine. You got to go there. What does it feel like? What does it look like? The vacations, right? You could have your laptop right under this bungalow and be training people in iMarkets Live all over the world. That's a portable business. What does it look like to work right here on vacation? Think about that, right? Chairman 50, you could be doing this. Now, you probably couldn't own the jet, but Chairman 500, you could, right? Think about that. This is all possible. You guys have the same tools as we have. All right, guys? Think about bringing, 200 of your best friends for a month to Hawaii. All right? Think about that. And then you got to ask yourselves, are you willing? Guys, are you willing? Type a yes in the chat of are you willing? Because that's the only other piece. We know you're capable. We know you have the tool. The only question is, are you committed And are you willing, right? Are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to invest yourself? Right? Think about that. And then ask yourselves this: did I build a little desire? Right? Did I build a little desire here? Because that's the step, right? That's the third step. And then the fourth step, guys, the fourth step is action, right? I got to show you how I can help you. We're in this together. You take one step, I take two, right? Think about this. You got to do this, even for signing somebody up, right? I want you to think about that. Even just for signing somebody up in your network marketing business, I want you to think about that, because this is what it takes. It takes a path to agreement. All right, guys, you got to see it. You got to live it. You got to breathe it. You got to feel it. I want you guys to really think about that, because we all have mentors, guys. We all have mentors. All right. I want you to think about this. I have mentors. Luke has mentors. We all have mentors. All right, guys. I want you to really, really think about this. And what we have here is a program called Thinking in the Results. All right. We have a program called Thinking in the Results. And what this is, it's a 6-month journey. All right. It's a 6-month journey. And what we're doing is taking you through 60 years of Bob Proctor. Think about this. He's been designing this program. He's been studying for 60 years. Lesson 1 is goal setting. Lesson 1 is goal setting, guys. All right. And we talked about goal setting. We spend 2 weeks, 2 solid weeks, just working on your goals, because right now you have limiting beliefs. Right? I want you to think about this. You have limiting beliefs about what's possible, right? We have limiting beliefs about what's possible. And we want to get rid of those limiting beliefs. So we take 2 solid weeks to work together to get rid of those limiting beliefs. All right, guys, I want you to think about that. 2 weeks to do that. Lesson 2, right? It's called the knowing doing gap. There's a difference between knowing what to do and doing it. You guys all know what to do. You just don't know why you're not doing it. Guys, I was stuck. I was rowing the same boat of ignorance for 40 years, right? I knew what to do, but I wasn't doing it. You guys know what to do. You have the tools, right? It just takes decision, commitment, and you got to break through that terror barrier. All right, guys? I like what Morpheus said. There's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. Think about this, guys. There's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. And that's what we're doing here today. You know the path, but are you going to walk the path? Guys, type a yes in the chat if you're going to walk the path with me, all right? There we go. Lots of yeses, lots of yeses. Love it, love it, love it. Luke and I are walking the same path, right? You can walk the same path with us. So lesson 3 is on your infinite mind, guys. You were born infinite, absolutely infinite. Lesson 4 is on inner potential. You don't even know what you're capable of. I certainly didn't, guys. You have more power in your hand, 11 million kilowatts of potential power stored in your hand, right? Enough to light a small city, right? So lesson 4 is unlocking that potential. Guys, you don't get energy. You literally are energy. And we teach you that in lesson 4, right? Now think about this one, environment. So many people are freaking out because their environment right now. Think about this, right? They're being affected by the environment out there. We take 2 weeks to teach you not to be affected by the environment, to live from the inside out. And take a look at this one, right? If you're a pawn, you got to see yourself as a king, right? Even right now, I don't care what you're making. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You got to see yourself as a king. You got to see yourself as a leader. That's called self-image and leadership. And we take 2 weeks to work through that together. All right, guys, then lesson 7, overcoming fear and procrastination. Again, we went deep into this one, but 2 solid weeks. You're not going to catch it on a webinar. I mean, we're giving the value. I'm here to help, but we can't do this in one, 1 hour or 1 session or even 1 day, right? We spend 2 solid weeks together learning how to overcome fear and procrastination. All right, guys? Lesson 8 is the power of practice, and I love this little guy here. This is aligning your beliefs and your behaviors. Right, you said you want chairman 25, chairman 50, chairman 100. That's a belief. We're going to test. We're going to see if you have the behavior that will help you get there. All right, guys? And lesson 9 is on attitude and perspective. Viktor Frankl wrote a book called Man's Search for Meaning. He survived 4 years in the Holocaust because he understood what we teach in lesson 9. Think about this, guys. It's not just about the money. Imagine if you had the mental mindset to survive something like the Holocaust. We're going to teach you exactly how this man thinks and acts and operates and how he survived the Holocaust. It's lesson 9, attitude and perspective. And if you can survive the Holocaust, you can certainly survive and prosper during the little thing we're going through now. Guys, lesson 10 is on the most valuable person. Most people are extras in their own movie. Think about this. Are you an extra in your own movie? Are you just watching Luke? Are you watching Grant? Are you watching, Warren Buffett? Or do you want to be those people? Because you are those people, right? Time is the only variable. Lesson 10, we show you how to think and act and operate like those people. Guys, lesson 11, we spend 2 weeks in the impression of increase, right? Impression of increase. This is leaving everyone better off than you found them, no matter what. And my sincere wish and my sincere hope, guys, it doesn't matter to me if you join us here tonight in the Thinking Results program, right? The 6-month journey. I want to leave you better off than I found you. And that's the impression of increase. It's a heavenly way to live, guys. And the last thing we go through are the mastermind principles. This is what made Henry Ford rich. This is it right here. He was not a automotive engineer. He was a master of putting people together. Warren Buffett's the same way, right? Alex, right? He's masterminding. He's sharing a vision with all you guys all over the world. If you want to get to the highest levels in iMarkets Live, you have to learn the mastermind principles. There's no way around it. You got to be able to share that vision. All right, guys. So here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want you to do. If you're really going to Chairman 25, you're going to Chairman 50, you're going to Chairman 100, I want you to text wealth to 484848. This 6-month journey, it's $11K or it's $10K if we pay in full, right? And it's a small investment to make. It's an investment in yourselves. It's an investment in yourselves. If you really want to get to those things you're saying, we got to overcome fear and procrastination. You got to push through the terror barrier. You got to close the knowing doing gap. See, the 1%, we don't procrastinate. We see something, we act. Like I would have bought this by now, right? We're going to teach you the path to agreement. We're going to take an additional 2 weeks and teach the path to agreement, the mastery of selling. This is not my program. It's Bob's program, and he cooked it up over the last 60 years. It's a $3,000 value alone. Now, guys, here's the deal, and there's no bullshit here. This class, I mean, there's like 2,500 people on here. We can only do this with 200 people. It's not for everybody. Some of you, like I said, Chairman 10, that's all cool. This is not for everybody, right? We can only take 200 people. It's about 2,500, so we can take less than 10% of you here. But for those of you that are serious, you're committed, click on the link, guys. Click on the link or text wealth to 484848. You can put a $3K deposit, lock in your seat, or you can pay $10K in full. All right, guys, it is a limited seating. It's just the way we got to do it. We can't take 2,000 people through this intimate journey because I'm going to be working with you guys one-on-one, right? We're going to work with you one in a group, and we're going to go through this journey together. All right, guys, so here's some of the things you get, right? You get the Thinking in the Results Wealth Building Mastery Program. Think about that, right? Bob has spent 60 years doing this, right? 6 months of mentorship and coaching from me, from Maddie, right? We're going to be there with Bob. I want you to think about this. 12 lessons that I just went through. 12 lessons that I just went through to take you from where you are to where you want to be. Guys, you're going to get lifetime access to the Proctor Gallagher Institute. Think about that. This is not a 6 months and out. It's not like, hey, thanks for your money. We'll see you later. This is a lifetime access. This is a lifetime journey together. You get lifetime access to our company, to the Matrix Wealth Mindset, to our TIR group, the Facebook group, the networking groups, right? This is not just, hey, like I said, thanks for your money and you're out. We're in this journey together. Like I'm going to be training with Grant Cardone this year. I'm going to bring that value to. I trained with Bob. I trained with Damon John. I'm going to be training with Richard Branson. I spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're going to bring all this to you guys because I'm investing in myself, and I want to make sure you guys don't get left behind. All right, guys, you're going to get 6 months of access to the Mindset Masters daily live coaching. Guys, and here's the biggest thing. You're going to get 24 Monday night interactive coaching webinars, live webinars with me and Maddie. This is where we do interactive coaching. And some of you guys have already, we had quite a few of you guys already join us here, and the value's there. Couple of people texted and they already doubled their income in iMarkets Live. So just a ton of value here, guys, ton of value. And I think you can feel it in my heart. And I want you to imagine, guys, what would it be like taking this journey for the next 6 months together? I want you to think about that. $25,000 a month. Where would you be? Right? I want you to think about this, guys. Where would you be in 6 months with all of us working together? 50K. Right? 100K. Where would you guys be? Type in the chat. Where do you guys think you would be taking a deep dive together? 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, right? This is a lot of this stuff is lifelong journey. Type in the chat. Where do you guys think you would be? Right? Some of you $1 million a month. I know some of you are going there. Some of that's just a stepping stone, not everybody. But here's the deal, guys. You got to make a decision. You got to make a decision. There's no way around this. I wish I could do it for you. I had to make a decision. The first time I made a decision, it was $30,000 for a week. Guys, we're giving you a ton of value here, a ton of value here. And what I want to do now, I want to bring on my good friend and mentor, Mr. Bob Proctor. I see he's here with us. And I'd like Bob to come on and just talk to you guys a little bit about decision, a little bit about sales in general. You know, sales is something you do for somebody. It's not something you do to them. And let me just see if Bob's with us. Bob, can you hear me? Are you with us?
I can hear you.
Hey, Bob, how you doing? It's good to hear you.
You know, I was thinking about this today. First of all, I didn't know. I knew that Brian was working with a group of people. I wasn't sure who it was. But you look at people that are earning a lot of money, and I went back to in my own mind, back in my memory, and I really believed they were different. I thought they were different. And after I started earning a lot of money, I realized they're really no different. It's that they're doing something different. The difference isn't in the person. We're all exactly the same. And every person is made from the same formless substance. We're all spiritual beings. We're capable of doing anything we can image. And if we can get an image in our mind, we can execute it. Now, Hill brought it out in all his principles, and I have never stopped studying them. In fact, I got this book down because the other one's out in the studio, and I'm in the house right now. But this was the original one. This was his first printing, 1937, pardon me. Was the first, when this first came out, Think and Grow Rich. And I have never stopped studying it. I got it in 1961. And he pointed out there's certain principles. One of them is to have organized information. Now, you can have all kinds of information. It comes from all over the place. But if it's not organized, it's, as Hill points out, the library is full of a building full of information, but it isn't organized. So it's got to be organized, and then it has to be intelligently directed. Well, what Brian's talking about is, in the seminar part, he's going to help you to intelligently direct the information. It's not just a matter of having it. We have organized it. I've organized it over the past 59 years. And I teach people to intelligently organize, intelligently direct it. Now, why wouldn't a person do it? They have to ask themselves, the reason they're not going ahead is because there's some part of it they don't understand. They really don't relate to it themselves. They think you can, or she can, or he can, but they really just don't relate to it. You see, I was reading this thing, and all of a sudden, something clicked in my head, and I took off like a rocket. You may have heard me mention this before. I went from earning $4,000 a year to $14,500 a month, and I did that in 1 year. And this was in 1961. I mean, I was looking up today, I think it's 8 times that in today's dollars. It was just such a phenomenal change took place in my life, and I never really understood it. Now, I kept going just the way I was going, and I kept earning more money, until I did get it up. I was earning over $1 million, but I couldn't tell you what I was doing. I couldn't give it to somebody else. And I have found if you don't know how to transfer this information, you're stunting your own growth. You've got to learn how to transfer it. You were mentioning Alex Morton. Alex has learned how to transfer this information. He's learned how to teach it to another person. And that's when he started to really blossom as a human being, as an individual. I couldn't figure out, I was in England, I couldn't figure out why my life had changed so dramatically. I have no formal education, no business experience. So from an academic perspective, there's all kinds of companies wouldn't even give me a job because I just don't have anything going in that area. But here I was winning and winning in a big way. And I could not even answer the question myself, how did this happen? And I think that's where most people are. They're wandering around saying, well, how does that happen? How does that happen? And they're looking at somebody else and they think the other person's different. Well, the other person's not different. You and I are exact, and I don't even care who you are or where you are. We are exactly the same. There's no difference. We appear to be different. The truth is rarely in the appearance of things. When you get past the surface, we're all exactly the same. Now, I decided one day I was going to figure out what happened to Bob. Why did my life change? Why did it change so dramatically? And so I began to study from a different perspective. And I studied everything under the sun. Now, I have had some truly great mentors. And the one thing I've learned in retrospect, looking back, putting the pieces together, what did I do? How did that change that? What did I do here? And how did that change that? When I got all the pieces together, all I wanted to do was teach this to somebody else. All I wanted to do was share it. I mean, I was enjoying such a phenomenal state in life, in my mind, every day when I wake up. I thought, God, I want everybody to understand this. You know, in the Science of Getting Rich, Waddell's talked about Golden Rule Jones. And I think he was the mayor of Kansas City at one time. He said what he wanted for himself, he wanted for everybody. And I remember reading that way back 1968. And I thought, that's a nice thought. But that's where I'm at now. What I want for me, I want for everybody. And so I start early every morning. I'm usually in my studio at 5:30, and I'm doing my exercises. And I'm teaching this to everybody all over the world. Now, back in 1973, I took a pen and I sat down and I wrote out, I was going to have a company that operated all over the world. I had just left the Nightingale Conant Corporation. I'd been their vice president of sales. I went and I studied there. I had the greatest mentors. And I wanted to start teaching this. I said to Lloyd Conant, I said, I would still be working there if Lloyd would teach it. And he said, no, Bob, we'll leave the seminar business to the Carnegie organization. We're going to sell the recordings. So I knew it was time for me to go because I had to teach it. I just had to get it to other people. And I left. And I sat down by myself. I was in a house on Maplewood Lane in Glenview, Illinois. And I wrote down I was going to build a company that operates all over the world. Now, right now, the Proctor Gallagher Institute operates in 88 countries. We had a training, a virtual training last week, run out of the studio with 300 and some of our consultants. I think it was in 30 some countries. Brian Dalmasso and Madison are consultants with our company. They do a phenomenal job. Of all the people in the company, they're right at the top. I wouldn't say they're the best, but by God, they're tied with the people that are the best. There's a few people up there, and they are phenomenal, the job they do. If you make up your mind, you're going to study with either one of them. Now, Madison's only 23, 24 years old, but this young lady really knows. She got it all put together. She studied this like a scientist. She blows me away. I keep thinking of her. She's one of the best examples I've ever seen for a young girl. I was going to say a kid. She's not a kid. She is a lady, but and a very bright one. But you and her and Brian teaching you. Here's someone early 20s, and Brian, I don't know how old you are, but You're not in your 20s. You've got a daughter in her 20s, so put you that old. But if you study with these people, what they're going to do is what I do. We're going to show you how to use this information. It's not good enough just to have it. Have you any idea how many people own this book? Millions, literally millions. A very small percentage know how to use it. You see, years and years ago, I read in the preface of a little book that one of my mentors gave me, and it said, no amount of reading or memorizing is going to make you successful. It's the understanding and application of wise thoughts that count. That's what you've got to be taught that. You don't just get it. If you just get it, everybody'd be at the top. You'll find people around, they spend all kinds of time around, but they don't get it. It's because it's not laid down in the organized manner. And that's what Brian's going to do. That's what Madison's going to do. You make a commitment and you listen to them, you will probably earn as much on a bad day as this whole program would cost you. You see, I learned way back in the 60s now that I was the best investment for me of anywhere in the world. I was the best stock, me, investing in myself. Not many people ever learn that all the way through their life. Now listen, I'm going to be 86 in a couple of months. I got as much energy as anybody that's tuned in on this call right now. Where did I get that energy? Everybody's got it. We've got it. It's learning how to release it. Why does one person at 86 get out there and go like a rocket, earning millions of dollars, and another person at 46 is tired at the end of the day and they're doing nothing? What the hell's going on? What's missing? I'll tell you what's missing. It's understanding. Understanding. I was doing an interview with Lewis Howes. He has a huge blog. I was doing an interview with him Sunday. He said, well, how high can you go? Well, I said, no one knows. We're dealing with infinite. How high is infinite? No measuring stick, no beginning, no end. You see, you're in an organization that's structured on probably one of the best compensation systems in the world. There is nothing better. However, you've got to learn how to use this information. The program that you're looking at will change your life. It'll definitely change your life. If you stop and think what it is we're changing our behavior. But that's got to be done from inside. Behavior is an effect. The cause of it's inside. It's all happening in our mind. It's a cause and effect relationship. Your results are an effect. The cause of it is within you. This information is the best information you're going to find anywhere. I have studied with some of the most brilliant people in the world. And that's what we put together. Brian and Madison are two phenomenal consultants. They really understand this. They understand how to put it to work. You do what they're telling you, and I guarantee you're going to win in a big way. You just will, because that's the way it works. So you've got to make a decision. And I found there's only one prerequisite for making a decision is, do you want it? Do you want it? If you want it, the way will be shown. It always will. When I said I was going to build a company to operate it all over the world, I had absolutely no idea. I was alone. I was sitting by myself. I'm in my den here in the house. I was in a den in my house then in Chicago. I had no idea how I was going to do it. I didn't have one person working with me. Today, we have people all over the world. 88 different countries. We stream, we go into over 115 countries. That's what you can get from this information. There's no end to where you can go. I happen to believe the company is certainly one of the best I've ever seen. I've got to know Chris Terry very well. He is a solid guy. He really is. I think he's a man of principle. He understands something that a lot of people don't understand. I've worked with Alex Morton for a few years now. He is without question one of the best students I've ever had. The guy is incredible. Dave Eminetti. These people are solid. They use this material every day. Here you've got some people, all they do is teach it every day. So if you want to learn it, I would say get into it. And Brian, I want to thank you for doing it. You're doing a phenomenal job with us. You truly are. And I want to congratulate you and Madison. Please give her a big hug for me. She is a solid person, that one.
Yeah, this
Madison fascinates me.
Oh yeah, both of us.
See, my mind keeps telling me she hasn't lived long enough to know that much, but she does. So age is not a factor in this. Here I am at 86 and she's at 23. We're doing the same thing. It's pretty incredible. So I want to congratulate you. I want to congratulate Madison. And I would encourage everybody to get in this program. It's that good.
I want you guys to imagine, right? I want you to imagine what it would be like with us taking this 6-month journey together, right? 6-month journey together. I want you to imagine what your life would be like, hitting some of those goals, right? Hitting some of those dreams, right? So the investment is $11K again, or $10K paid in full, right? But the bonus here is the path to agreement. I want to talk about that a little bit. All right. The path to agreement in and itself is a $3,000 value. And I'm not just throwing out numbers to you guys. That's not what we're doing here. That's a legitimate sales course that Bob developed, and he taught it to the inner circle, right? He taught it to us in the inner circle, and we're going to be teaching that together. And you guys probably heard at the end there, Bob's going to come on and teach with us during the next 12 months for the people that act and the people that come on. Like I said, the class is going to be limited to 200 people, and I want to stress that this is not something I need you to do. It's not something that Bob needs you to do. It's just something if you're ready to take the plunge, if you're ready to get some mentorship, you're ready to move towards your goals, we can help you do that. All right, guys? And what we're going to do here too is anybody who takes quick decision, right? If you act fast and you make decisions, we're trying to encourage you to make decisions. I think we can see here is I'm trying to make this an absolute no-brainer, right? So anybody who makes a decision now, we're going to also get you a free live stream to the paradigm shift. The next paradigm shift, our goal here is to just deliver all kinds of value, hold you guys' hand for the next 12 months, right? And we're going to get you to the paradigm shift on the live stream just for taking action now. But again, it's only the people from this webinar. If you take action now, you're going to get the Magic in Your Mind course. You're going to get the live stream to the paradigm shift. And again, I want you guys to imagine, because it's not always easy making decisions like this. Let's be honest, right? Your stomach's probably in knots. I know mine was the first time I ever did this, but you got to just imagine what's on the other side of the rainbow. Think about that. What's on the other side of a $3K deposit, and then you get 12 months to pay the rest off, right? It's not about the money. The reason why we did that is so that it would be a no-brainer, and anybody that really wanted to move forward, right, with a simple 3K deposit could do that. So we're trying to make this as effortless as we can, because I really want to work with you guys, and I want to work with a class of 200 people that are all like-minded. So I want you to imagine, guys, right? Imagine what it's like to work here. Imagine what your life looks like hitting some of those goals, right? And again, the people that make the decision are going to get a free live stream ticket to the paradigm shift. But here's what we're going to do here. For the first 14 people to enroll tonight, right, from this webinar, the first 14 people to enroll tonight, we're going to bring you VIP live with us, me and Maddie, to the next paradigm shift, all right? Next 14 people, that's 2 tables and me and Maddie, 2 VIP tables, right? We bring some of our high-ticket clients there. But the first 14 people to enroll from this here tonight, we're also going to bring you to that. So guys, take a look at this. I mean, the course is 10K or it's 11K paid over the 12 months, but you get a $3,000 bonus with the path to agreement. We get a $3,000 bonus for the first people and the VIP to the paradigm shift. And we're just trying to really over-deliver value here, over-deliver. So again, I really just want you to tie to your dreams, right? Tie to your dreams. The 12 lessons I went over, think about those, like the science of goal setting, closing the knowing doing gap, pushing through the terror barrier, right? Instead of being an extra in your own movie, becoming the star of your own movie. What does that look like? What does that feel like? right? Instead of watching people getting to these levels, we want you to get to these levels, right? So really imagine what it would be like to take, I don't know, 100 of your friends on vacation, right? So guys, number 5 in the path to agreement is results, right? Is results. And what we want to do is demonstrate results. I'm not asking you to buy a course that doesn't have any results. You can look at my results. You can look at Luke's results. Look at all the people that understand how the world's wealthiest people think and act and operate, right? So you want to give evidence. If you're trying to sell somebody on the idea to work with you in your network marketing company, or sell somebody if you're a real estate agent on buying a home, right? You want to solidify the partnership, and you want to congratulate them for making a quick decision. That's what we're trying to do here tonight. We're trying to make this really effortless and really easy for you guys to make a quick decision. We want to work with people that make decisions. And again, it's not going to be for everybody, but we're going to grab about 200 people and just really run with you guys for the next 12 months towards your goals. All right, guys. So again, wealth is 95% mindset and 5% what you do. I want you to think about this. It's 95% mindset and 5% what you do. All right, guys. Think about Warren Buffett, right? It's mindset, but it's also decision. It's decision. All right, guys. Think about Uncle G, right? Even though he says that the law of attraction is bullshit, right? It's decision. The guy makes decisions, and you guys have a decision to make, right? And it's up to you which way you want to go. Either way, you're going to make a decision. One is the decision to stay stuck, and another one is the decision to break through, break forward, and join 200 like-minded people towards this journey together. All right, guys? So again, it's all about decision. Decision leads to freedom. All right, guys? Decision leads to freedom. So again, we have all these bonuses, all this value. We're going to do 200 people. It's a limited course, right? And what we're going to do here, like Bob said before he kind of got cut off there, we're going to include the course Magic in Your Mind. This is a program from Bob. It's not my course. It's a standalone course that has about a $2,000 value, and you're going to get that so you can work with that as well. It's a course that Bob created, and it's a whole different section other than the Thinking and Results course. So again, what we're trying to do here is just give you guys so much value over the next 12 months. As long as you do your part, I promise you, we're going to do our part. All right, guys? And the Magic in Your Mind course, again, you can look that up. It's a course from the Proctor Gallagher Institute. We're going to get you guys that. Again, this is only for people that sign up in the next 24 hours from this webinar. And this isn't a tactic. It's not a trick. None of this is tricks and tactics. What we're doing is just trying to get you guys comfortable that you're getting way more value than the 10K, right? Or the 11K over the 12 months. This is not a 1-week program or 1 month, right? We're going to be with you for the next 12 months, right? So I want to show you guys results. And the last thing, guys, the last thing in the path to agreement is service. All right. The last thing is service. You want to over deliver to your clients. And that's what we're going to do here. I think you can feel it in my voice. I think you can see it in what we're doing. I mean, we have the Mindset Masters for 67 cents a day. You want to over deliver to your clients, right? You want to ensure success or a satisfying experience. So what does it feel like to join you in your network marketing company? What does it feel like to join you in your company, right? And you want to believe in your clients more than they believe. Right now, guys, buy my belief, right? You might not believe in yourselves. That's okay. I didn't used to believe in myself until I got a mentor and I moved forward into action. I started to gain awareness. I started to study, right? So you want to believe in your clients more than they believe in themselves. And that's that impression of increase, right? And guys, you want to act in transparency. You want to act in faith. You want to act in harmony with God and leave the impression of increase. You want to, like I said, just really care and over-deliver human to human. It's not about earning all kinds of money. It's about building a family, building a team, and that's what we're doing here at the Matrix. So we want you guys to join us, obviously. And like I said, on the service side of it, we were going to do 6 months. We're going to do 12 months of coaching. 12 months of coaching with this group, right? I mean, how can you not succeed after 12 months of a deep dive in the material of the world's wealthiest people, right? How they think and act and operate. And like Bob said, he's going to come on and join us a couple of times. Maybe I can get him to help teach the path to agreement. But you can hear it in Bob's voice too. I mean, he hasn't needed money in 6 decades. Think about that. He hasn't needed money in 6 decades, right? He's genuinely out to help people. And obviously they charge money and he earns money, but he hasn't needed it. All right. And this is not what I do for my core living either. I have a software company. That's the big one, right? But I wouldn't have the software company if I didn't push through the terror barrier, many years ago and start the course, the same course, Thinking and Results. All right, guys. So again, the definition of insanity, I'm going to change it this time. The definition of insanity is you watching this webinar, not taking action, right, guys? That would be the definition of insanity. I think we've proven here for a few bucks we can work together for the next 12 months. I sincerely appreciate your time here tonight. I appreciate Luke. Thank you for having us. I appreciate Bob coming on. Like I said, hopefully everything's okay with him and his family. And I'm just going to leave this up for you guys. We'll leave the link in the chat, or you can text you can text wealth to 484848. So guys, it's been an amazing 3 days. Hopefully you've gotten some value out of this. This path to agreement, you can use this for high ticket sales. You can use this for network marketing, real estate deals. This flow will help you guys to genuinely impact people, right? If you believe in what you're doing, if you believe that your home-based business can help people, this will help you to genuinely impact them, genuinely change their lives, genuinely hold their hands. All right, guys. So again, hopefully you've gotten value over the next 3 days. I really, really enjoyed doing this. Luke, thanks for having me, brother. Thanks for having us these 3 days. Until next time, guys, be well. God bless. And we'll see you guys, the 200 of you that sign up. We'll see you guys soon. We'll get you guys registered. My onboarding team will be getting with you. And I really, really, really look forward to working with you guys and just holding your hand through this next 12 months together. All right, everybody, be well. God bless, and have a great night.